Imagine a city that's both ancient and modern, chaotic and serene, misunderstood and yet celebrated. A city where opulence meets simplicity, and whispers of history intertwine with the vibrant beats of today. Welcome to Tehran, the beating heart of Iran, a city shrouded in complexity, mystery, and wonder. But as captivating as it is, Tehran holds its secrets close. And today, we're diving into the unspeakable, the untold, and the extraordinary wonders of this sprawling metropolis, Tehran. For outsiders, it's often misunderstood, overshadowed by headlines, politics, and misconceptions. But at its essence, Tehran is a city of contrasts, a reflection of centuries of struggle, resilience, and creativity. Let's start at its roots. Centuries ago, during the Safavid dynasty, Tehran was just a modest village nestled between the slopes of the mighty Alborz Mountains and the vast central desert. It wasn't until the 18th century, under the Qajar dynasty, that this unassuming village became the capital of Persia. Why Tehran, you might ask? Its geography was its greatest advantage, a natural fortress surrounded by mountains for protection and deserts that deterred invaders. But what started as a strategic decision evolved into something far greater. Tehran became a canvas where empires, kings, and modern leaders painted their aspirations and dreams. And this is where Tehran's wonders begin to unfold. Let's talk about the extraordinary architectural heritage hidden within this city. Tehran's Golestan Palace is a crown jewel, a masterpiece of Qar-era design and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Step inside, and you're greeted by glittering halls of mirror mosaics, hand-painted tiles narrating stories of Persian mythology, and lush gardens that seem to defy the city's sweltering summers. It's a place so beautiful it seems otherworldly, a shimmering ode to Persia's bygone grandeur. But here's something unspeakable about Tehran. For every glistening corner of its palaces, there are untold stories of ambition and betrayal carved into its stones. Golestan wasn't just a palace, it was the stage for some of Iran's most dramatic moments, from coronations to conspiracies. Walk its corridors, and you might almost feel the shadows of history brushing past you. Yet, as Tehran embraces its historical legacy, it also grapples with reinvention. On one side of the city, you have the old bazaars, a labyrinth of narrow alleys brimming with merchants selling spices, carpets, and jewelry, their voices echoing with centuries-old traditions. And on the other side, radiant, towering skyscrapers in districts like Milad Tower pierce the skyline, symbols of modern aspiration in a city determined to step into the future. But beneath this duality lies a silent struggle. Tehran is a city of over 9 million souls, and with that comes the weight of urban sprawl, traffic jams that stretch for kilometers, and a skyline often blanketed by smog. The pollution is so thick, residents joke that they don't breathe air, they chew it. But jokes aside, this constant haze has become one of Tehran's most unspeakable dilemmas, an environmental crisis lurking behind its otherwise breathtaking mountain backdrop. And speaking of mountains, we can't ignore one of Tehran's greatest natural treasures, the Alborz Range. Just outside the city, you'll find Tochel, a mountain resort that's a sanctuary for locals who want to escape the chaos below. In the winter, its ski slopes draw everyone from thrill-seeking athletes to families enjoying the snowy escape. And as you climb the peaks, something incredible happens. The smog dissipates, the air clears, and for a brief moment you can see the vastness of Tehran beneath you. A sprawling maze of humanity stretching as far as the eye can see. But even in the city itself, nature fights to reclaim space. Take a stroll through Lala Park or Milad Park, and you'll find lush green spaces where lovers meet under the shade of trees. Children chase each other through manicured lawns, and elderly men play chess under the sun's fading light. These parks aren't just places, they're lifelines, moments of calm amid the city's ceaseless hustle. But for every park, for every mountain path, there's an unspeakable tension in Tehran's streets. The streets of the city are forums unto themselves, places where opinions clash, where freedom of expression pushes against invisible boundaries. There's color and vibrancy in Tehran's street art, murals that depict a kaleidoscope of messages, from patriotism to personal rebellion. Some of the most thought-provoking street art in Tehran captures the pain of its history and the hope of its future. But for every mural that's celebrated, there's another that vanishes overnight, painted over in an unspoken game of control and resistance. And let's talk about resistance and resilience, for they define Tehran as much as its wonders do. Let's start at its roots. Centuries ago, during the Safavid dynasty, Tehran was just a modest village nestled between the slopes of the mighty Alborz Mountains and the vast central desert. It wasn't until the 18th century, under the Qajar dynasty, that this unassuming village became the capital of Persia. Why Tehran, you might ask? Its geography was its greatest advantage, a natural fortress surrounded by mountains for protection and deserts that deterred invaders. But what started as a strategic decision evolved into something far greater. Tehran became a canvas where empires, kings, and modern leaders painted their aspirations and dreams. And this is where Tehran's wonders begin to unfold, its limitations. Take Tehran's, and speaking of mountains, we can't ignore one of Tehran's greatest natural treasures, the Alborz Range. Just outside the city, you'll find Tochal, a mountain resort that's a sanctuary for locals who want to escape the chaos below. In the winter, its ski slopes draw everyone from thrill-seeking athletes to families enjoying the snowy escape. And as you climb the peaks, something incredible happens. The smog dissipates, the air clears, and for a brief moment you can see the vastness of Tehran beneath you, a sprawling maze of humanity stretching as far as the eye can see. Cafe culture, for example. Beneath the surface of its bustling tea houses and trendy coffee shops lies a hidden world, gathering spaces where poets, artists, and musicians meet to exchange ideas and challenge conventions. Some of Tehran's most avant-garde art has been born in these quiet corners, shaded from prying eyes yet ablaze with ingenuity. And then there's Tehran's underground music scene, a pulse beating just beneath the city's surface. In this city, you'll find everything from traditional Persian sounds to experimental rock and electronic beats. But here's the unspeakable part. Many of these musicians perform in secret, hosting concerts in basements or private homes. Creativity in Tehran, it seems, is a quiet rebellion, a refusal to be silenced. Yet, Tehran isn't just about art or architecture. It's about its people, the lifeblood of the city. From the merchants haggling in the bazaars, to the students rushing to classes, and the families gathering on picnic blankets by the rivers, Tehran is alive with stories. One of those stories, its food. Tehran's cuisine is a wonder in itself, diverse, layered, and deeply rooted in tradition. From the sizzling smell of kebabs wafting from street stalls to the velvety warmth of dizzy, a hearty lamb stew, Tehran's food isn't just sustenance, it's a journey through its regions, history, and soul. And let's not forget tahdig, the golden crispy rice that's a source of pride in every Iranian household. But here's the kicker. Even in a city as food-forward as Tehran, some delicacies are so sacred, so local, that you won't find them on a menu. They're shared among family, passed down through generations, existing in the whispers of kitchen folklore. As our journey through Tehran unfolds, there's one more unspeakable facet to explore. Its resilience. Tehran has faced wars, earthquakes, and political upheaval, yet it endures. The city stands, its spirit unbroken, a symbol of Iran's capacity to adapt, transform, and survive. But for all its wonders, Tehran leaves us with questions. Its beauty and mystery draw you in, yet its contradictions keep you guessing. How does a city balance the weight of centuries-old traditions with the demands of a rapidly changing world? How does it maintain its identity while embracing modernization?